Today, I'm going to attempt to put this LED kit in this car. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this kit very quickly. We've got 6 LED strips here, all kind of the same size, except for this one. This is the small little one that kind of goes in the edge here. And then you've got the long one that goes in there. And then all the other extra 4, one goes in this door and all the other doors. And then you've got the sub controllers. These are basically the little boxes that each of them plug into to be controlled. And they wirelessly communicate with each other. There's no need to actually have a connection between all of them. And then this one goes into the center console. This is kind of like the main one. That's also where the controller plugs into, which is over here. Has a little button you can kind of change settings. You can either use this or you could use the app, it doesn't really matter. We've got a bunch of other wires for a bunch of other things, just basically for all these LEDs. And then we have footwell lights here. We got the storage lights, I believe, and these are the door handle lights. So these all kind of light up together with the same color, whatever theme you put it, these will all sync up together with the help of these controllers. And then you got the wires for all of those and that. It's not actually that complicated. It looks complicated, but it isn't that crazy. So we're gonna attempt to do the front ones first. We're just gonna get those out of the way, see how that goes, and depending on how that goes, we might start on the door cards. So yeah, let's give it a go. We need a 12-volt supply, and we actually have a 12-volt wire going through here, which I've already actually tapped into, and basically all I need to do is plug into that. And then I also need to plug in a ground, which I kind of think there is looking like a proper ground, and then kind of wire it underneath and through into here. And then we're gonna put the first strip underneath here, hopefully. So yeah, let's start plugging and wiring things up. So I got the ground and I stuck it underneath here, ran it under the airbag, and now it's all the way here. Now this is a very temporary solution. As I haven't got an Allen key right now, I've just wedged it in there just to see if it works, but that will be the ground. I've wired up footwell light, and basically it should be wired up, so when you put the key in, it should light up soon. There you go. Hey, there she is. It's going a bit haywire right now. But yeah, that is the idea of that. That's gonna stay under here, and it's gonna light up the footwell. It's on music mode. Yeah, sick. Okay, so now all footwell lights are in the allocated places. Obviously they're not, they haven't been sticky taped up, so they're just hanging around, but I'm just putting them there as proof of concept to see if they work. But I'm gonna stick the rear ones up underneath the seats, and I'm gonna stick these ones up underneath the footwells. And so I think it's time to take a look and see where we should put the strip lights. Now, this might be a bit techie because this is curved, so I'm gonna have to see what to do. Oh, just a random apple in there. Yeah, I'm gonna put it along here and just see how it looks. I'm not sure if it's gonna work very well. Only one way to find out. Now, I've installed the first LED strip. I've literally put a little bit of double-sided tape and put it along here, cut it, and just stuck it underneath here. And it's kind of holding for now. I don't see why we can't replicate this on that side. We've got the LED strips here. Let's give it a shot. Just like a fire. You want to snip this. So there's a covered LED, very nice. Now we're gonna trim along the LED to remove all this excess, so we just have a little thin strip double-sided. There we go. Now we have double-sided tape all along the strip, trimmed down. This is a bit rough, but it doesn't really matter because this is all gonna be kind of behind, so you're not gonna see anything. Like that. And this is the cable that plugs into this box here that should light these bad boys up. It looks a bit wrecked right now, but let's turn it on, see if it works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be upset, but I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't either. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Okay, it did a thing, and now they should light up. Oh shit, it does look good. Oh my God. Okay, cool, sick, I'm happy. The next step now, gonna be trimming the ends of these and then wiring all behind the panels, these wires, so that they can be a bit hidden and not just dangling out and, on my center dash like that. But yeah, not too shabby. Oh my God. Oh, they look waving! Oh my fucking God. I'm gassed, bro. That looks sick. And the footwell lights. Easy. Door card's off. Now I had a bit of a struggle trying to actually put the LEDs inside these gaps. They're so tight, pause. This time I've got some tools which actually kind of pry body panels out and create space. I'll show you in a second. And this is the LED we're gonna attempt to snug in there like so. Yeah, again, like I said, we're gonna have to use a tool to really push this in because these are tight. So let's give it a go. It goes in okay over here, but over here it's just stubborn as f. I think I'm gonna have to cut inside the leather because it's just not letting it go far enough in. Okay, working a lot better. So it couldn't go far enough because the lever was stopping it because there was actually a dead end. I've just cut along the lever a little bit so these can actually go further in. So that's pretty cool. So I've wired this little box. Brown cable here, power cable here. I tested this cable with a multimeter, showing 12 volts every time I turn on the car, so that's good. So I tapped into that and I tapped into the ground here. So theoretically, this should work. If we turn on the car and see, oh, there we go. She's alive. Well, that works. Is it straight? Yeah, it's decent. It's a bit overlappy here, but that's fine. We'll deal with that another time. I'm gonna stick this, some double-sided tape, like so, just so it's not knocking around on the inside. I don't want to open a door and hear it like knock on the walls and that. All right. So it's been a while, but we're gonna do the rear doors now. But this time I'm gonna time myself and see how quick I can do it. I feel like you can do these pretty quick once you've practiced a lot, but by timing it and by me getting a fast time, it means you could do it quickly too. So let's give it a go. Okay, so it's been about 3 business days, 30 minutes, just to find a flipping power source in this door, bro. Everything is 6 volts or no volts, and we need 12 volts. Okay, so we've got an issue. I tried wiring up this door yesterday and putting the LEDs inside it, but it turns out there is not one 12 volt output in this door whatsoever. Like nothing, it's all 6 volts and 10 volts, it's weird. Who knows why? Italians and that, don't know, don't care. So the plan is I'm gonna run a cable from the center dash all the way around up through here into the door and out one of these holes. And that cable is literally gonna supply 12 volts. It's literally just this Halford's cable, 5 amp cable, red single, 7 meters. Very nice. It's about the right thickness. It should do the job. But we're gonna have to take off this panel, which has the cables behind it. And then we're gonna have to take off this panel and then also somehow route the cables underneath and into the back of the head unit, where the rest of the cables are. So I've already taken this off for the other side. It's pretty easy, just kind of pry it off and a couple screws at the bottom. So yeah, shouldn't be too hard. I'm probably gonna move the seat forwards a little bit so I got a bit more access. So let's give it a go. Okay, so now we got access to a wiring loom. We're actually going to feed this cable through the back of that, through there, into that. I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. Now this has a little tab, you just pull, there you go, like a charm. And now we actually wanna get this connection to go back through so I can get out of the way and feed the cable through. There's 2 tabs on the bottom there that if you push, I think this thing just slides out. If I pull it from here, it should just slide right through like that. I'm just gonna put a kind of an estimation of an amount of cable. I just think this is gonna be long enough. It's just kind of enough to look like it'll reach everything adequately, really. It doesn't really matter. You wanna go a bit overboard with the length, just so you can shorten it down if need be. I'll stick it through the hole, just like that. Nicey, icy, spicy. What we wanna do is you wanna kind of plug this back in, but in a way that the cable isn't in the way. You might have to ram it in a little bit. Pause. Oh, what the fuck? And just like that, locked into place, and the wires just kind of snug down the side. And now at this part, I don't know what this is for, but there's a little hole here. You can actually feed the wire through this, so that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna make it look kind of snug and out the way. And now we've got the cable through here. It's time to put it into the door. And then we're gonna pop this off and try to grab the cable and bring it through. That's the plan, at least. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that was mad painful. Genuinely, I don't know if you usually do this with other cars, but mine, just the LEDs will not go in without you doing that. And I've kind of made a mess of it. I've cut up the leather a bit. I'm not too fussed though. But if you do this, please be careful. I wouldn't even advise you to do it this way, to be fair. So yeah, that's that. Time to get the LED strip in. That's one ambient light in the door card. Now I'm gonna screw some holes so we can put these lights in, storage lights and door handle lights. So we've got a door light handle here, little hole in there, we've just plugged that in, and also a little hole for the storage. And we've just plugged that in as well. They've just slotted in, because this drill bit, which I believe is okay, actually I don't know how big this drill bit is, but this is the drill bit that came with the kit, and we've made those holes perfectly snug for them. So now we need to glue that down, and then I guess wiring really. The moment of truth should be wired up. I'm gonna turn off the lights. Let's hope, let's hope. Oi, there she is. Very nice. And there it is, the lights are installed. But I must admit, I got a little bit lazy and only installed the storage lights and handle lights in the back door. But this process is pretty universal and it's probably a lot easier to do in other cars other than this one. But anyways, if you wanna see what else I do to this car, then make sure you like and subscribe to keep up to date. But other than that, I've been Rayski, bless up.